problem is, Dave tapes every day, 5:30 to 6:30, in the middle of the rush hour. I can't shut this off. You can't shut the subway off. So it took quite a few engineers to get together between IEEE, the sound engineers, and they came up with a great way of shielding it. On one of the earlier shows, David Letterman is talking to the gang on stage, and for some reason they were talking about electricity and grounding. So Dave Letterman pulled his chair back and he started banging his foot on the floor, yelling, "Hey, is this thing grounded?" And people were looking at him like he's off his nuts. He wasn't. It's grounded. His control room is under the stage. That's where you see all the guys with the dozens of TV screens, calling in the camera angles and such. His entire stage is surrounded by quarter-inch sheet steel, grounded and bonded, so the substation doesn't affect his kinescopes, his TVs, and CRTs. Nowadays, with the new flat-screen technology, we have no effect on him anymore. But I remember going to a couple of his old shows, and I had these monster Sony monitors on the ceiling, and I always knew when the #1 frame was coming by, because you see a little green coming up from the side of the picture, and the whole picture's tilting a little bit. Thank God it doesn't happen anymore. This substation, and all the earlier substations in the BMT and IRT, used to run on a thing called 25-cycle power. Back when Tesla invented his form of alternating current, it was decided that 25-cycle was the best for bulk power transmission. You generate it at a central powerhouse, God knows where. Like for us, it would be 59th to 74th Street. And using high voltage cables, we would send the electricity underground into the substation, where we would transform it from alternating current to third law current to power the trains. In addition, our signal system runs on 25-cycle power. As of 1999, we can no longer take 25-cycle power from the utilities. We have to make our own, because we had a 40-year agreement with Con Edison that they would supply us with 25-cycle current, and over that 40-year period, we would modernize the substations and the signals along the way to get off the old 25-cycle system. It cost a lot of money to maintain two separate power systems. We never made it. We've been going through financial crisis as the one we're in now, as the one we were in the 80s and the 70s, and it pushed that modernization back for another 30 years.